Now, here's where I get into the glass houses, though. So I'm all for saying, I don't necessarily think that, it should just be an easy decision in your mind, especially if you're very moneyed, to take a check from a really regressive and oppressive and we'll just leave it there, government, in my opinion. But when it gets to being this, so I don't know if you guys remember that the World Cup, as an African, I remember World Cup stuff, but I don't know if everyone in the States does, but the World Cup being in Qatar, right? And people had this very similar reaction. How could you give it to this? How could you give it to this nation? And, we can agree that maybe they shouldn't be rewarded for some of the behavior. But I think in the current state that we're in here, to be like, how can you go to a place like that? I think that specific wording, a place like that, when we're in a place like this, is bloody rich. It's bloody rich. We are currently in a place that people are being thrown into vans, in unmarked vans by I don't know why I'm giggling. It's a nervous thing. And unmarked vans with unidentified people, no warrant, no due process, just being thrown in vans, being basically kidnapped by bounty hunters, not, officials of our government, but in their name, being imbued with the power to do this, just being taken off the street, sometimes being taken outside of courthouses where they're trying to naturalize the correct way. So this is something that's happening. We're also having the National Guard deployed to peaceful protests or nothing. So us to say, how can you go to a place like this right now in the state of this, is just wild and diabolical wording